Bitcoin is once again pumping like a wild woman in distress with a laundry basket on her head, looking strangely like Janet Yellen. When I saw this price action, my face instantly snapped into a massive open mouth thumbnail still frame holding a picture of Sam Bankman-Fried, because rest assured this price action is spicier than a bowl of jalapeno peppers. And today we're going to be diving into the charts, discussing whether or not I'm going to hit the target on this long trade at about $29,000 to $30,000. This is the long trade that we gave from the exact bottom setup given in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. And again, guys, these charts are looking absolutely juicy, so make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely market updates here on YouTube. So what is the context of this bounce that we are getting right now? Well, on the weekly time frame, we can see that ever since the middle of November, we have been making higher highs and higher lows on this chart. That is an uptrend. An uptrend is characterized by a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high. Now, notice what has happened recently. We have now made our first lower low, officially now potentially changing market structure from an uptrend into a downtrend. So on the weekly time frame, we are seeing our first sign of a potential reversal. And so this is a first sign of weakness. And as we look at our indicator, as the price is making that higher high, market cipher B is in fact printing the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler pattern, where as the price is getting higher into key resistance, Gary Gensler's bald head, he doesn't know if it's a security, is getting lower and more bald over time, a very bearish sign. This is called a bearish divergence. Think about it. If the price is getting higher, but we can tell that momentum and money is leaving the market, that means there needs to be a correction. And after that, we have come down. Again, we've made that lower low, but we are due for a retracement, because think about it. Whenever price is in an uptrend or a downtrend, it never goes straight up. It never goes straight down. Look at this uptrend. Up a lot, down a little, up a lot, down a little, up a lot, down a little, up a lot, down a little. Now, if we are getting a reversal, we can expect down a lot, up a little, down a lot, up a little. And so we're expecting a retracement. And when we take a look at this level, 24,925, this is the level that we gave in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, the level that I'm currently long from right now. And shout out to everybody in the Casper Crew who took this long trade along with me, because the profits are absolutely juicy. But when we came down to this level, we saw a sign on the charts that we were going to get a reversal. And of course, I'm talking about the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern. If we take a look at Sam Bankman-Fried's boobs here, we can see that as the price is getting lower into the key level of support that we're looking at on the chart, market cipher B is getting higher over time. We have the left man boob and the right man boob, but also if we zoom in on market cipher B, we can see that the money flow is also getting higher over time. Now you understand why, when I saw the charts this morning, I snapped into a massively sensational open mouth thumbnail holding a picture of Sam Bankman-Fried with his man breasts, because this is a very, very bullish sign on the chart. And when I saw this sign, it made me more excited than the time Carl from the Moon drove me through the McDonald's drive-thru in his Maserati.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
Coming to a theater near you. And when you see this on the 4-hour time frame, I cannot think of a single time that we haven't had significant follow through. Go back right now and back test this. Every single time we confirm this pattern on market cipher B on the 4-hour time frame, we have significant follow through. Now, something else I really like about this price action is the fact that although we are still officially now entering into a downtrend on the weekly, when we look at these lower time frames, we have made a low, we have made a high, we have made a higher low, and so there really is the potential now of making that higher high, especially since we came down and bounced right from the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. If you are going to see a local reversal, the first sign of strength is making a higher high and then coming back down to bounce from that Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. And so for that reason, I think it's very possible that we do see more of a retracement to the upside here, potentially even hitting the targets that I have for this long trade between $29,000 and $30,000. Now, when we take a look at the Bitcoin chart once again, I'm going to go to the daily time frame. Here's what we need to understand. The Bitcoin price action is always trying to establish a fair value. These markets, most of the time, are going to be simply trading sideways. Everybody's always looking for that next big move, that next big pump, that next big dump. But if we take a look at the markets, we can see that most of the time, the Bitcoin price action can be divided up into sideways price action chunks. And when we divide these sideways price action chunks up, we can see that there's a lot of small sideways movement inside larger areas of sideways movement. movement. This means that when we come down to the bottom of a sideways range with bullish signs, it actually becomes quite probable we make our way back up to the top of that sideways range. And so right now, as you can see, we have come down to the bottom of the sideways range. We have gotten the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern. And you can also see that above us, we have a lot of basically just smooth move to the downside, meaning if we continue up here, we could very, very easily get a short squeeze. Now, if this is going to be the beginning of a macro reversal, right? Remember, an uptrend is characterized by higher highs and higher lows. A downtrend is characterized by lower highs and lower lows. If this is truly going to be a macro top for Bitcoin, this area right here between $29,000 and $30,000 is a massive area of confluence, a massive area of intersectionality. Shout out to all my fat, white, ambiguously gendered college students majoring in trans, non-carbon, binary emissions. In fact, I know how much you guys love intersectionality. This is actually a picture of me in college when I was getting my major in trans, non-binary, intersectionality, carbon emissions. And that's actually what led me into my love for the charts, looking for these massive areas of intersectionality where we can look for juicy trades. If you saw my video yesterday, you know I'm actually still looking for a short trade from this area. And so this is a very, very interesting time because as you can see, of course, I'm still holding the juicy long trade from the exact bottom, but I am also still holding the juicy short trade from the exact top. Also the short trade that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from 31,750. So what does this mean? This means right now, if we continue to pump, of course, my next TP on the long is at $30,000, but I am going to be looking for the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market cipher B pattern on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, as we come up into that area, the golden pocket retracement, the value area high of that sideways range. Because if we see bearish divergences there, we know that we are going to get rejected hard and we're probably going to put in another lower low. However, if we're watching, and this is very important, if we are watching the price climb to the upside, and the 4 hour time frame is not giving us the bearish Gary Gensler pattern, right? And we're seeing momentum waves continuing to get higher over time and the money flow continuing to get thicker. Then we know this actually may have been a significant bottom and the Bitcoin price might put in even a higher high above that $31,000 level. And so, of course, when it comes to trading, we can't control what the price is going to do. But what we can control is waiting for price to come to a key level. And when it's there, we look at the indicator and we determine, is this a good time to enter a trade or not? This is how we took the long trade from the exact bottom. I gave the level in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, and I said I only want a long if I see these things. Same with the short trade. By the way, guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give these trade setups in advance, and every single day we do multiple live streams going through the live price action. We have a team of amazing instructors in there. You will learn a lot. You can go to jasoncaspertrading.com, click the link to join the VIP Discord if you want to get educated and actually learn how to do this so that you have a foundation. Check out the trading courses, guys. We currently right now have a massive sale going on both of these courses right here at 25% discount. And we are proud to announce White Phoenix's Smart Money Approach to Trading. Guys, this is one of the most, if not the most comprehensive trading course I've ever seen. If you're new, if you've been struggling for a while, this is absolutely the course for you. Make sure to check it out. Also, guys, I am trading on MEXC, ZoomX, and BingX. If you want to trade crypto, I highly recommend MEXC, link in the comments and the description. 0% maker order fees, 0.1% taker order fees. Amazing for trading on lower time frames. You will not get eaten up on fees. Also, guys, if you want to trade markets like the S&P 500, taking the short trade, like this juicy short that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord to short on the S&P 500, I'm trading on BingX. You can trade traditional stocks, Forex, indices, commodities using crypto as your margin. That way you don't have to open up a traditional brokerage account or a traditional trading account. Now, of course, guys, only sign up for an exchange if you know how to trade. Otherwise, you will end up losing everything like this guy right here. And guys, in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, you can see right over here, we have an entire beginner zone that will walk you through the basics you need to at least not get wrecked trading. But I also highly recommend, if you are new, that you take some kind of a course. It doesn't have to be one of our courses, but the White Phoenix course right now, guys, absolutely, in my opinion, the best resource for new traders out there. So overall, for my swing trading, I still remain medium-term bullish, looking for higher prices. However, on the smaller term timeframes, guys, there are plenty of trades to be had. I'm going to be doing the Casper Crew VIP New York Open live stream this morning where we watch the live price action, looking for the trades that we're going to be taking today. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. Guys, I'm a huge proponent of being as self-sufficient as possible. I do believe that as times get crazier, we need to step up and start producing as much of our own assets as we possibly can. And this is one of the things I do every single day to become more and more self-sufficient. All right, y'all, I am out here on the homestead. We got the roosters in the back. They will be put in the freezer soon. Sorry, guys. But I want to show you guys one of my favorite things to grow that will supply you with a steady stream of good nutrition for the majority of the year, and it doesn't really take a lot of work to grow. That is going to be, guys, Swiss chard. Now, this Swiss chard I planted back in April 2023. It is now the middle of September 2023. And my freezer right now is so full of Swiss chard, and it still is coming back like crazy. It like never stops growing. Now, the reason why this is so nice is because, like I said, I've got my freezer stocked full of this chard, and we saute it, we steam it, we even bake it. But even now, it's still producing, and it will keep producing until probably December, depending on how cold it gets, maybe even January. In fact, this stuff will survive over the winter, and then it will start to grow once again in the spring. It's actually pretty wild. If you let this stuff just go to seed by itself, it will self-sow, and you now have a really great supply of micronutrients, fiber, and a vegetable that's like pretty dang reliable, right? Like I said, you can saute this, mix it in with a lot of other things that you're eating. You can steam it. You can even bake it. In my opinion, it tastes absolutely amazing, and you don't really have to try. That's the thing. I'm all about growing things that you don't have to put a lot of work into, because if you're busy with other things, the last thing you want to think about is coming out here worrying about bugs, worrying about pests, worrying about weeds. This stuff, as you can see, the weeds are growing, doesn't affect it. No bugs come to eat this stuff as they do on kale and cabbages and stuff like that. And also, it's hard to kill, honestly. So I highly recommend it, guys. I think it's so important that as times get crazier, we all take steps to becoming more self-sufficient, more reliant upon our own production. And we can do this as individuals. We can even do this as families or groups of families living in the same area, because the more we can actually do for ourselves what a lot of people like to rely on the government for and supply chains and other industries for, the more free, self-autonomous we can be. That's it for today's video, guys. May God bless you all in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!